You're watching WTV News, live on Wartburg Television. From the Grant Price Studio. Breaking news, local coverage, and sports. This is WTV News.
This is a WTV News web update on the Wartburg Circuit. I'm Kaya Hart. Some Wartburg students learned about a deadly disease on Tuesday. World-famous writer Sonia Shah spoke to students about malaria, a sickness that Shah says has been killing people for hundreds and thousands of years. Shah talked about the history of the disease and the problems it causes for the world today. Shah says that medicine will not cure malaria. Instead, she says malaria can be stopped if people are willing to fight the disease at a local level.
That malaria started to decline in those places where they did that. It's a very local solution. It's not going to work everywhere. It's a local solution empowered by local people and local science.
Students who get meal transfers might be in for a surprise if they show up late for their orders. Students who come 20 minutes late for their meal transfer in the den or conditorei will have their food thrown away. Margaret Impey, Director of Dining Services, says the 20-minute rule is Wartburg's own policy to make sure the students' food stays fresh. Although the rule has been in place for a long time, Dining Services is now enforcing it. Some students are upset over the policy, while others believe it's a fair rule.
Personally, I feel like when you make a meal transfer, you know what time it's for, so you should be able to show up. And I understand that sometimes stuff happens, but your food can't be left out there forever. It's kind of a health hazard.
Homecoming is right around the corner, and the annual talent show, known as Castle Capers, is creating a buzz. Auditions for the show this year have been larger turnout than many past years. The two audition times for the show were originally 2.5 hours long, but the committee in charge of the event had to add 9 additional audition spots to please overwhelming responses from the students. Committee member Brooke Lentz says they aren't exactly sure why there has been such an interest.
I honestly don't know. I think it could be that maybe they wanted to do it last year, didn't have a chance, know a little bit more about it, but it's really exciting.
It's only October, but Wartburg's Newman crew has already begun building the Christmas with Wartburg set. Newman production manager Hans Pregler says designing has been going on for months, but physically building the set just began last week. Pregler says the more prepared they are now, the more time they have to be creative and try things out at the end. A lot of the work is done by students on the Newman crew. Jordan Achilles has been building Christmas with Wartburg sets for 3 years.
Planning, especially in the Newman crew, for what we're doing for Christmas with Wartburg has been a lot earlier. We actually are building something completely and totally new for this show. It'll be exciting.
Thank you for watching this WTV News web update. Be sure to tune in to Night Sports Night tomorrow night at 8 and Good Morning Waverly on Friday at 6:30. Have a good night, Cedar Valley.